Welcome to the Year in Review presented by the Press Unit in the Office of the Prime Minister. The year 2016 was an exceptional one for Prime Minister Dr. the Honourable Timothy Harris and his Team Unity government. They continued to push forward their people-oriented policies and prosperity agenda, ensuring the improved quality of life for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. Prime Minister Harris received the prestigious Goosey Peace Prize, which is the award for the great achievers of the world and Asia's equivalent of the Nobel Peace Prize. He received it in Manila, Philippines. In New York City, he made a significant impact at the United Nations. And right here at home, he continued to champion the advancement of the citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis. Here are some highlights.
Prime Minister Dr. the Honourable Timothy Harris was honoured for his outstanding statesmanship during the Goosey Peace Prize International 2016 Annual Awards Night at the Philippine International Convention Center in Manila on Wednesday, November 23rd. The next day, Thursday, November 24th, Prime Minister Harris visited the Manila campus of Lyceum of the Philippines University and made quite an impression on its students.
Goosey Peace Prize main objective is to give recognition through the conferment of awards of excellence and distinction to individuals or groups worldwide who have distinguished themselves as brilliant exemplars of society or who contributed towards the attainment of peace and respect for human life and dignity. Please help me welcome its 2016 awardees. And first to arrive early this morning, our beloved Prime Minister from St. Kitts and Nevis, Prime Minister Timothy Harris.
2 months before his successful visit to the Philippines, Prime Minister Harris distinguished himself during his trip to New York City. I filed the following report.
Prime Minister Dr. the Honourable Timothy Harris is at the 71st session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York City, where on the fringes of the general debate, he spoke at a small group discussion organized by the Clinton Global Initiative. The small group discussion, titled Combating Teen Pregnancy, Cervical Cancer, and HIV in Caribbean Girls and Women, was held on Wednesday, September 21st, 2016, the final day of the Clinton Global Initiative's 2016 annual meeting. The Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis serves as the Caribbean community's lead head on human resources, health, and HIV/AIDS. During the Clinton Global Initiative session, Prime Minister Harris praised the successes of CARICOM in human development and health, and he also thanked former U.S. President Bill Clinton, as well as the Clinton Foundation and the Clinton Global Initiative for their invaluable support. The Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis is scheduled as the 6th speaker between 9 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. during the general debate at the UN headquarters on Saturday, September 24th.
Back at home in 2016, Prime Minister Harris and his Team Unity administration presented another tax-free budget and gave roughly 10,000 persons a double salary, resulting in approximately 30 million EC dollars being pumped into the economy.
We as civil servants are thankful for the double salary, and we think that we deserve it because of the hard work, and it will also help to boost the economy with a lot of spending that will be happening, and in a sense we'll be helping to raise the level of the economy.
I put in my head one particular project that I would have liked to have completed, and if there was no double salary, I may have placed that on hold. Having the double salary, I'm therefore able to complete the project, have something for my church, treat myself, since I don't do that pretty often, and give something to the poor. So the double salary, most honestly, is very much welcome.
The double salary, the talk of the town, everybody excited. That's the big talk, the double salary, everybody waiting on this money. So everybody get up, people, poor people. Long time we want this money.
People are also talking about the ambitious public infrastructure and housing programs that Prime Minister Harris and his Team Unity administration are pushing forward.
I'm very excited actually, and I feel, what a wonderful Christmas gift. Not just to me, but really for the residents of the Grange and also for the extension of the Grange. What a wonderful gift. I'm really, grateful for this administration to really listen to us at last, and we are so really grateful. I mean, the road doesn't lead to nowhere. It leads to a very beautiful establishment externally, and you're entitled to a little tour internally. You've only got to look at the patients' faces to see how happy they are and so forth. We are providing a service, and I think that any service deserves a very good infrastructure coming down to it.
We're looking at the roads, the dirt roads in the housing developments, which need to be converted to concrete or concrete or asphalt, but in most instances we use concrete. Now, this also would be very expensive. We have at the moment identified in a first tranche, so to speak, about 28 or so of these road housing developments. And I think the cost for those initial 28 is in the vicinity of $65 million. So there are in total over 70 land subdivisions / housing developments that need roads. And so you could extrapolate as to, the cost is going to be quite significant. In terms of the initial 28 housing developments that we're looking at, they're spread throughout the island. Some that come to my mind would be in Keon. We're looking at the Cabbage Tree Phase 2. That is an area where development housing has been taking place at a fairly accelerated rate. Well, we have started here, as you can see, at the Otley's extension. There's in the Bastia area, the East Bastia area, there's Taylor's. There's the Taylor's area. On the other side, on the western side of the island, we're looking at, I think, in Stonefort area. And all around the island. Every community, every village most likely will get impacted by the initial set of roads.
Now if I get a couple of kids, I say, this is time for me to stand up like a man and look for my kids and them and get them somewhere to live. This is for my kids. My mother died, left her old board house for me, and how we can mash it up. And I thank God for this Prime Minister for doing something good for me.
Tears coming to your eyes now.
Joy. Joy.
About?
Everything that what the man have done for everybody.
I greatly appreciate that when we go to the grocery stores, that the high cost and the high rate of VAT is not really affecting us as it once did before. I think that they have been doing a good job for the country thus far in such short period of time.
So you're a former sugar worker
Yes. Yes.
and you received payment on
Yes,
under the team
because
unity government.
Yes, 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 yes. And I love him so much. From the bottom of my heart, I love him.
When he came into power, he allowed for CARICOM nationals to have, go in and regularize themselves. I'm okay. I'm more secure. You can WhatsApp him. You can WhatsApp him at any time or text him at any time and you get back a reply.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
That's more than enough because you can't get anywhere in the world you can't get that.
Any idea? Anything else you'd like to say?
Thanks for everything he has done for me so far. Thanks.
The things which this Team Unity administration has done are the things that the people wanted to have done, and of course there are more things to be done, and by God's grace we are going to do our endeavor best to accomplishment. But our list of accomplishment has personally positively impacted on the lives of the people.
Thank you for joining the press unit in the Office of the Prime Minister for this year in review. Happy New Year. We'll see you again in 2017.